grown up between two worlds and having two different parents gives you different perspectives. Mythological side and this Western side. The influence of these two different worlds can be seen back in the movies.
I found something that I'm sure you will all be interested in.
The making of this film was really a beautiful experience because in a way it was a journey of a lifetime. From a small boy, the V developed into a courageous man who saved the world, and from the beach scene where he's sitting with his girlfriend till the end of the film when he really completed a huge journey through 27 constellations. And when you think that this is all filmed in a canteen in Amsterdam, what we covered with a blue screen from the bottom to the top, and we filmed all the parts, part by part, in that canteen, then when you see the output, then it is amazing how the film looked like.
The story.
The story is about how mankind has made too much of a mess in the current world, going too much against nature, the natural order, and the gods have decided that that must end. So they send a destructive force to the earth to destroy it.
A chosen one to save us all.
In the V Saga, the stars and the planets are actually alive. They came together and they decided that the earth and mankind need a protector. So they decided to create the V and send him to Earth to grow up as a human being.
Because the V is grown up on Earth, he thinks that he's a mortal being. For example, when he's smacked down on the floor, you know, he starts breathing heavily because he thinks that he needs air, but his true form is pure energy. And in every mission he finds a way to find his true powers and to expand his possibilities to save the universe.
So you are the great V, the chosen one.
He was sent towards the star world, and that's why you first found out that he's not just a normal human being, but he's something else.
He is some kind of transformable person who is just human, but also a spirit, all in the same time.
Throughout the movie he gets to know his powers and what his powers can do to protect the Earth.
He's been asked to help us solve this problem of the Earth coming to a very critical position. So he's actually someone that's helping us in the Earth transition.
Welcome. We are the watchers of the ancient book of the supreme powers, and I am Omophorus.
In a world ruled by science.
There are definitely two different worlds that you see in the film. There's the mythological world, that's where the stars and the V are. And there is what you would call the professor's world, which is what we all see around us. Adam Schulman is somebody who kind of has an intuition that there might be something else.
Professor Adam Schulman.
Adam Schulman is a professor. It's not really clear what kind of science he does. It's something like astronomy or physics. It's somewhere in that area. I found something that I'm sure you will all be interested in.
He finds that there's a force. He cannot point out which kind of force.
He discovers something which he doesn't really understand and calls a lot of other professors to find out what it is. I'm actually sure that it's getting closer. I think it's alive.
I think he is the link between what we are doing here to destroy the Earth and what could save the Earth.
Abrida.
Angel Abrida is a very fascinating character. She is everywhere but nowhere. Only doing her karmas, duties, I have to say. Showing the way, where she has to go, where she can follow.
When the V is sent to fulfill his tasks, she helps him because she knows the star worlds and she guides him around the galaxy. In the beginning there's a certain distance. She thinks he's weird and funny because he can't fly, and she expects him to have his powers. But he grew up in Earth, so she doesn't know that he did not learn anything. So there are a few funny scenes in the beginning, and then they get to know each other better, and I can see there's a real connection between them.
The V, although he has marvelous powers, he is not aware of that. So Abrida is very kindly helping him to discover his powers, and she is doing that in a way what is not at all offending.
So you mean through my powers, I decide what I'm wearing?
Yes. Don't forget, you've been given the ultimate power. The power to control the structure of atoms. That is of course the building structure of everything around us, and of course yourself.
She guides him at the important moments, so without her, the V would not get very far. She just points in the right direction at the important moments.
I think behind the main storyline there's a secret love story of the two of them. Throughout the movie you see little links where they kind of connect in a very sweet and childish way.
But never crossing the borders. Even if she's afraid or feels strange some places, she's keeping her balance. That shows fantastic angel character.
Mother Earth.
There was this one part, and we needed the stars. And then Mother Earth came to call the stars for the V.
His parents appeared, the supreme parents, and they asked him also to do your own karma to get all this wisdom.
How am I supposed to call the stars?
With your heart, V. He is a little time panic, but he is thinking about Mother Earth, I think. Anyhow, I have to appear in front of him and promise him that I can help.
Played by Mohana, and she was doing this so beautifully.
Mother Earth, it's nice to see you. Can you help me? I must call the stars, and I'm not sure how.
I shall help you.
Thank you.
With this exceptional voice she was creating, and she dragged us along all the stars and the constellations, and she did it by heart. It was just magic.
The music was as difficult to make as the whole movie itself. You know, there are so many instruments and layers and textures.
Whenever I hear it, I'm surprised. You know, this has been composed and recorded by one person. It's incredible, and it just sounds beautiful.
The Constellations.
V and Abrida, they travel to all kind of worlds in this movie. For example, even into the stars. You know, inside the stars themselves there are worlds that you can travel into. There is, for example, a beautiful castle or another world. And this concept is widely used in the V saga.
One other quite important character is Star Puyam. who acts like a teacher or a master, or more or less like a guru for the V, and gives him cryptic advice, which later he realizes what it means.
Who is that?
I'm the V. I'm here to...
I know why you are here.
He is Arita's science teacher, and I think she likes him, and she wants to introduce the V to him. He is a very intelligent man, and he knows a lot about what's going to happen.
Do you know what I like the best of the human evolution?
No, I'm not sure.
Shoelaces.
Shoelaces?
Yeah.
He foresees the task of the V and the problems he will face during his journey, and he teaches him the basics he can use for his fulfilling his task.
Arbidon.
Adam Schulman detects some kind of coded signal, which he cannot decode. He doesn't know where it goes. Of course, we see the V who receives the message, and it definitely affects him. Not from around here, we don't know what it is, and that is actually the force that is coming to destroy Earth. From the outside, it looks like a regular meteor, but in fact, it holds Arbidon. It's the manifestation of the destructive force that is sent to destroy Earth. Within the meteor, which is more or less his spaceship, there are many different parts and worlds, you might say, which the V has to navigate through in order to get to Arbidon.
And there we have the Arbidon, the great nature force, powerful. And here is V, who is impossible to defeat this huge giant who wants to destroy Mother Earth.
He's a force of nature. He has also been created to do a singular job. And he likes to do his job, it's very clear.
His aim and goals are also very fascinating, not because he's angry with Mother Earth, but because he's very angry with the human beings who tried to attack meteors and the other planets.
I'm here to stop you from destroying the planet Earth.
So you cannot really say, oh, he's a bad guy, he must be destroyed. It's more like he has a destiny that he has to follow as well.
I do not have anything against you. I'm sure that we are just doing our duties. But destroying life is not a good habit. And later on there's a scene that I'm holding myself because, you know, I play both of them, and that was quite a challenge because you of course have to imagine what Arbidon would say and what the V would say.
What about the innocent children? They have nothing to do with this. Why not change the minds of the people who are responsible for this problem, and not the innocent people?
But what is the fun in that?
Fun? You madman!
The only way the V can defeat Arbidon is to change Arbidon's destiny. In the beginning, the V tries to do it by pure physical force. That doesn't work because Arbidon is just, that's what he is. He is a destructive force. He is physical. So you cannot defeat him that way. And it's only when the V realizes this and decides that the only way to change it is to change Arbidon's actual destiny. That's the only way to avoid the destruction of Earth.
And the V finds a way to do that. but I'm not gonna tell you how. You must see the movie.
Experience the ultimate saga.
The realization that this is basically the product of one person who's worked years and years relentlessly at creating this. So as a piece of work, you go like, wow, this is amazing that one guy has done this. And the story itself that's being told is inspiring because it does show that we have choices. And once we let go of our, you might say, preconceptions or our limiting thoughts and say, okay, this is apparently my destiny, I will embrace this and I will go with it. That's when, you know, the real things happen, the big things happen.
Witness the ultimate saga, the V, Sacrifice of the Constellations, is now available on DVD and download. So purchase it now and enjoy this fantastic saga, the V.
Now, experience the ultimate saga for yourself on DVD and video on demand at thevmovie.com.